we're off to feed the sheep. There's the trusty instructions. I know it may seem surprising, but this tractor doesn't go super fast. So it's a small hike down to the sheep. There's Hazel, the salt, and the baleage. Hazel's gotten off, and I thought I'd better set up my Temu tripod. This was not its intended purpose, but let's see if that works. I'm sure it won't. It's going to be a terrible video, but we'll give it a whirl. That didn't work. Ah! Whoa! Oh no! Whose sheep are those? There's some sheep there. Oh, that does not work on the tripod. Hold on. No, that did not work. I had a feeling it might not work, but obviously that did not work. I really hope that's not my sheep. I really do. Okay, so to update you all, I drove here and the sheep that were in that clip were not my sheep. They ran through the fence, like this fence here, and then they ran through the next fence, and now those sheep are all in together. So yeah, the sheep that were in that clip, they're not like our sheep, they're not my family's sheep, they're somebody else's sheep that grazes here, and these sheep come from big like hilly stations. They're not really used to fences, so they got a fright from the tractor, and they just ran through the fence. Not sure if you can see it in the video, but they still have lots of hay, but they're not really eating it, so I'm giving them some baleage, and they sure don't seem to be appreciating it. But I would like the record to state that my sheep were still in behind their fence until the rebellious sheep came in and ran through the fence. And then, as the saying goes, like sheep, they followed each other, and now everybody's run through the fence. So that's going to really help this morning's activities go nice and smoothly as I go and put my sheep back in their paddock. Put the fence back together. Obviously still on the ground. That's okay, I'll tighten it in a minute. Shake it all down, put the sheep back in. Somehow with my magic powers, take away the sheep that are not mine, or at least not put them back in behind here. So annoying. Stupid sheep. Maybe I can just put it on the ground. Don't have to walk over it though. Unfortunately, I do think that might be one of my sheep not in its paddock. I'll have to have a look. If only the tags are on the front of their ears, I could tell. Haha, sheep are all the way down there. Don't have any dogs with me today. Well, I do. I have Hazel, but she's chasing a rabbit or something, smelling something way over there. So that's, yeah, honestly, I prefer that. Just me and the sheep. Go back to your paddocks. If you guys could just draft yourselves out, because 2 of you are mine and 2 of you are not, that would be great. What are you doing? Why aren't you in the paddock? And why aren't you in the paddock? And stop listening to the other 2. They're crazy. I do actually suffer from a disease called, what we call it, drop-ass-itis, which means I tend to leave things behind. So while I'm putting my sheep away, I found a horse cover. That's really cool. And that lead rope. But that lead rope's broken. That's why I left that there. What I did also discover is here have some pretty good track marks and some wool on this chain. So I guess the sheep are going in and out there, which isn't surprising. They are really fat, so why would they do that? I have to bring some posts down, fill in those big holes from the tractor where we've been going in and out last year. But Kiwi ingenuity, going to use that to patch the hole. Isn't that remarkable? How I can go from 5 sheep to 9 sheep and no one even gave birth. I really thought the issue was going to be my sheep getting out, not other people's sheep getting in with mine. That's really annoying. We're going to have to problem solve on that one. And how I get them out of there? I don't know. Thinking I'm just going to go home and leave them like this. Fixed up the gate a little bit more so they can't get out. And hopefully the lady that owns the sheep will have an idea on how to separate them out. Because that's really bloody annoying. That little woolly one, it's going to go through the fence. Look at it. It's like a little crazy sheep. Obviously we're looking at the untagged one. That one. It's feral. Absolutely feral. You're crazy. Can you please stop showing my sheep how to be crazy? You and your crazy friend and your crazy lamb. Sheep, lamb. These are my nice, respectable old girls that have just been led astray. They don't want to be naughty and bad. They want to be good sheep. You lot, however, not good sheep. Bad sheep. Called the lady that owns the sheep. She wouldn't answer the phone. Dad informs me that she's away and she's not going to be back until Wednesday. It's Monday. So I am going to have to get these sheep out on my own. I might have to call Jamie. Tanya's here as well. I have to work something out. Because this is just not going to work. Help is on the way. Hope this works. I bet it doesn't. You guys are crazy. You just stomp your foot at me? Crazy sheep. Look at them. They look wild. And there's these girls. They're just joining in because they're sheep. But feral. Not feral. Want to do the right thing? Don't want to do the right thing. Want to ruin my day and make me feed sheep for 3 hours? These guys. Fence is on. Not that it's going to matter. Jamie is literally yelling so much at Boots. I don't think today is the day that we need Boots' help. Whatever. Hopefully we can make this work. Here comes Boots to save the day with her no ear holes. Oops, she found a smell. Boots is getting tied in the trailer. That's a good idea. Quick change in plans. Boots is singing the song of her people very loudly. The sheep are not going to go through that gate. This is not going well. This is our third trip back down this end of the paddock. This is supposed to be a horse riding day. I haven't even touched a horse yet. That's Boots just being left behind. We're still at these sheep. This is going on. This is really starting to drag on. That's how it's going. Getting a little bit tired of it. And Boots. Les, sit down! Things are going really well. What we did in the end was steal a gate from somewhere else, obviously. Throw it in the corner, put the sheep in the corner, and then put the other sheep over here, which I've already ran away. The feral sheep, they're gone. And my girls are like, wow, what just happened? And of course, Boots is still screaming down there. So that took like an hour and a half. Now I'm heading home. And yeah, that was a really super fun, straightforward, feeding the sheep kind of vlog. These sheep are just the gift that keeps on giving, honestly. No one ended up on the road. This is one of the ones that has caused us all these issues. Now we are done. The sheep are away. They done. Woo!